Hi guys, let's welcome you guys all back to Read with Melanin. Today I am recording in a different area in my house. I just want to test out some other areas. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the books that are coming out in September that I'm actually interested in reading. As always, this is not all of the books that are coming out in September. No, these are not all the books that I want to read. I'm just picking out a couple of them that might be of interest to you. So if you have some books that are coming out in September that you would like me to know about, please leave them down below in the comment section. So this first book that comes out September 2nd is called Sisters in the Wind by Angeline Boulley. Boulley? I think it's Boulley. So I'm going to just read it because y'all know how I do. I like to read what the book is about. So this is a young adult mystery thriller type book. And it says, ever since Lucy Smith's father died 5 years ago, home has been more of an idea than a place. She knows being on the run is better than anything waiting for her as a ward of the state. But when the sharp-eyed and kind Mr. Jameson, with an interest in her case, comes looking for her, Lucy wonders if hiding from her past will ever truly keep her safe. 5 years into the foster system has taught her to be cautious and smart, but she wants to believe Mr. Jameson and his friend, not friend, a tall, fierce-looking woman who says she wants to look after her. They also tell Lucy the truth her father hid from her. She is Ojibwe. I think that's how you say it. I'm not really sure. She has or had a sister and more siblings, a grandmother who looked after her, and a home where she'd be loved. But Lucy is being followed. The past has destroyed any chance of normal she's had, and now the secrets she's hiding will swallow her whole and take away the future she's always dreamed of. I'm intrigued. Obviously, probably won't be reading this in December, or in September, but we'll get to it eventually. It's on the TBR now, so I know it exists now. So whenever my library gets this book, I will be reading it. So this book comes out on the 23rd of September, and it is The Guardians of Dreamdark, Wind Witch. So this book is by Lonnie Taylor. If y'all remember, I did read a Lonnie Taylor series. I cannot remember the name of the Lonnie Taylor series that I read, but I know that I read a Lonnie Taylor series. What is the book? Oh, Strange the Dreamer. There we go. Y'all can see I'm looking at it on my computer, right? So yeah, I'm gonna hold it down like this. So let me read to you guys what this one is about. It says, when the ancient evil of the Black Bringer arises to unmake the world, only one determined fairy stands in its way. However, Magpie Wind Witch, granddaughter of the West Wind, is not like other fairies. While her kind live in seclusion deep in the forests of Dreamdark, she's devoted her life to tracking down and recapturing devils escaped from their ancient bottles, just as her hero, the legendary Bellatrix, did 25,000 years ago. With her faithful gang of crows, she travels the world fighting where others would choose to flee. But when a devil escapes from a bottle sealed by the ancient Jinn King himself, the creator of the world, she may be over her head. How can a single fairy, even with the help of her friends, hope to defeat the impenetrable darkness of the Black Bringer? At a time when fantasy readers have an embarrassment of riches in choosing new worlds to fall in love with, this first novel by a fresh original voice is sure to stand out. Now, I'm really confused about that whole fresh thing because Lonnie Taylor been around for a minute, but I'm just reading this off the website. So obviously it's a young adult fantasy. So we'll see how it does. I enjoyed Strange the Dreamer, so I might not. We'll never know. We'll see. Another book that comes out on the 2nd of November is Livewire by Sarah Rowley, I think. This is supposed to be a science fiction fantasy. And it says, Amanda McKee is a Psiot, Psiot, okay, an evolved subspecies of humanity with mysterious psychic powers. According to billionaire Toya Harada and his secret research organization, the Harbinger Foundation, she has the ability to talk to machines, controls technology, and even see into a secret parallel world that exists between the digital world, or inside the digital world. But Harada wants Amanda to keep that last bit under wraps, along with the fact that she's his adopted daughter. But when a man from the 27th century named Matsuoko appears, intent on killing her to save his future, she realizes her days of hiding who she really is over, especially after Matsuoko gives her an ominous, one day you and Toyo will destroy humankind. At first, Amanda doesn't want to believe it, but when techno soldiers from the future kidnap her father, and drag him into the digital world, she has no choice but to follow. Going into the digital world with her hot, time-traveling frenemy and fighting off mecha soldiers with her seal powers, there's one thing. That's one thing. But can she handle the truth about who Toya Harada really is? This is giving... Like, it gives me a little bit of Tron. It gives me a little bit of Valiant. Like, I'm interested to see how this works. I hope it's not too focused on the whole romance part that they like threw in at the end of that. I really hope it's focused more on like the world. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see all of that. So fingers crossed. One, I'm not going to hold y'all. The cover is what attracted me to this book. So this book comes out the 16th of September and it's Hecate the Witch. This is by Nikita Gill, and it says, born into a world of fire, godling Hecate has never known safety. After her parents are on the losing side of the war between the Titans and the new Olympian gods, she's taken by her mother, Asteria, to the underworld, where Styx and Hades agree to raise her. Meanwhile, Asteria is pursued across the world by Zeus and Poseidon, and to escape their clutches, transforms herself into an island in a stormy sea. Orphaned and alone, Hecate grows up among the horrors and beauties of the underworld, desperate to find her divine purpose and a sense of belonging in the land of the dead. While Hecate finally uncovers her powers and ascends to goddess status, she realizes that even the most powerful Olympians are terrified of her. But when immortal war breaks out again, threatening to destroy everything from Mount Olympus to the underworld itself, the goddess of witchcraft and necromancy is the only one who can bring the deadly conflict to an end. I like Greek everything. Y'all know that. And I was sick of seeing all of the million different Circe and all the million different Hades and Persephone. So I'm willing to give this a chance because it's something a little different, but I'm going to also reserve my thoughts because the book is being listed as young adult, and that always worries me because that means it's going to be produced as like an adult book, but read really juvenile. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to keep my eyes open. I'll let y'all know. So the next book, it is also another retelling, but this one also I think has like a paranormal horror aspect. It's Make Me a Monster by Kaylin Barron. This one is a Frankenstein horror romance. I like her whole retelling spiel that she does. So again, her covers always eat down. Like this cover is so pretty to me. So I'm willing to give it a chance. I don't think you need any more than it's a Frankenstein tinged horror romance. Okay, so this book comes out on September 9th. This book actually covers one of my bingo things, which is read a book by an author that shares your name. Not only does this author share my name, but it's spelled how I spell it. So I feel like I'm really doing good on this one. It is Blood Moon by Brittany S. Lewis. So it says 18-year-old Mira Owens grew up in Timber Plains, Kansas, hearing all about the local legend that werewolves had, many years ago, traveled to their small Midwest town to protect the humans from the growing threat of a vampire enclave. Just a story, of course, a fairy tale. One Mira had stopped believing in when she was young, just like she stopped believing in the idea of her mom returning, after she up and left without a trace when she was only 13. Mira is grown up now, starting freshman year at the nearby Lakeland University. College feels normal, exactly the thing she's been craving most, except for one particular classmate, Julian Santos, a mysterious boy with long hair, golden eyes, and a coldness that seems direct exclusively. Oh God, this is reading a little Twilight-y. Not gonna hold y'all. I put this on the list solely because her name was Brittany. It's giving a little Twilight, isn't it? I'm a little concerned. Okay, and then it says a coldness that seems directed exclusively at Mirabella for reasons she can't understand. When Mira receives an unaddressed letter from her mother, she's told the world isn't as it seems. She suspects her mom might be telling the truth when she stumbles across strange animal tracks on a hiking trail, and she's miraculously saved from a 20-foot drop by the one and only Julian Santos. The problem, Julian would have had to jump the length of a cliff to catch her, making him incredibly fast and strong beyond belief. When she confronts him about this, he denies everything. But when Blood Moon rises, Mira soon finds herself caught in the middle of an ancient magical war. With Julian on the other side of the line, she discovers there's much more truth to the old town legends than she could have ever anticipated, and her family's historic role in it will change her world forever. So it's like a werewolf love story. I like werewolves. I haven't read too many werewolf love stories. And again, this one hits my bingo card. So I want to give Miss Brittany a chance. It almost sounds like I'm talking to myself in third person, but I'm not. So this book comes out the 16th of September, and it is called Love and Video Games by Zachary Sergey. So this says Ready Player One meets Heartstopper, in which a myth-loving video game player discovers there isn't a cheat code to life or love while competing in a tournament with his handsome crush and gamer friends. So, one, it's a gamer romance. We need more gamer romances. I think they're just so cute. It's like they're always so, like they're like the weirdest meet cutes because you meet online most likely, but I'm totally down for that. I think we should have more meet cutes. Okay, so it says, in the real world, Keegan Thomas is a gay 18-year-old mythology nerd with an undiagnosed chronic pain. But in the myth-inspired online video game of Pantheonic, he is the glorious and powerful Kay Odysseia, slaying legions of enemies and completing quests for honor and glory along with his team, the Epic Hearts. Despite his closeness to his gamer friends and the secret crush he has on his teammate, Alex, no one knows he is struggling with the sudden onset of chronic pain in his lower back and fears it will hinder his ability to move to NYU in the fall. When a quest in the Pantheonic turns out to be the secret invitation to an in-person tournament in New York City, Keegan has to battle his fears of concealing and managing his pain so that his team can attend this once-in-a-lifetime event. Competing against 6 other teams, members of the Epic Hearts must work together to outwit and outplay the other teams to win the tournament and the hefty cash prize. But can Keegan, as Kay Odysseia, be one of the heroes that Pantheonic needs while he's laser focused on his own epic battles? Will he be able to level up his relationship with Alex and lead his team to victory? It's time for the games to begin. I think that's really cute. I'm interested about the chronic pain though. It kind of fits that, like, you know, you go through chronic pain and you like hide it. I think it's going to be really adorable. We'll see. I would like to know y'all thoughts on that one. Okay, so y'all remember, I don't know how many, like I know it was last year. I received the audiobook When Among Crows by Veronica Roth from Macmillan Audio, which thank you for that. And I said that I wish that it was longer and that like there were more parts to it. Unbeknownst to me, that was what they were doing because we now have To Clutch a Razor by Veronica Roth. And this is the continuation of that story. So had I known, so it's like, okay, novellas are like, you can do series of novellas. I think the first person I realized that was doing that was C.M. Lockhart with, Death Among the Stars. So I guess we have another novella series. So if you guys did not read the first book, I do recommend it. I liked it. It was, I needed more. Like that was my critique. Like I wanted more. So I don't know how we're going to feel about this one, but this one, I'm just going to read the first line. It says, a funeral, a heist, a mission born of desperation. That is all I'm going to give you because I feel like some of this might be spoilers from the first book, but it is the second book and it comes out on the 16th of September. All right, guys. So those are the books, some of the books. I could have actually gone longer. I got like 15 or 16 more on here, but I don't like my videos to be too long. So with that being said, what kind of videos would you guys like on my reading channel? Are these the videos y'all like? Are you guys good with these videos? Do you want something different? Let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until the next video, guys, bye.